Fellas, ladies, you looking for lotions? You looking for beard oils? But unfortunately, everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and they're probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.
Yo, 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 what is going on, everybody? This is Shaq, and I am your host on Unfiltered Sports. And thank you again for tuning in to Unfiltered Sports here on Tuesday. Usually we talk about taking it or leaving it, right? And so one of the things I want to just piggyback on that I've been doing recently is my team, my guys, my dogs. My dogs have been killing it. Take it or leave it, however you want to do it. But I'm taking that the dogs are going to come out on top this weekend, Sunday, March 22nd at 5 o'clock in Hartford, Connecticut. The Delaware Dogs will be taking on the Hartford Colts in the regional semifinals. Winner moves on to the region championship game. Loser goes home. This is pretty much everything's at stake here. You win, you move on, you lose, you go home. I got so much faith in my guys that when they go up there, take that 3.5 hour drive, that they're going to win. They've been on a hot streak. Like I said, they've been doing really good. I have no doubt that they won't handle business up there. Unfortunately, I will not be at the game to stream the game, but the game will be streamed live on YouTube. Or sorry, not YouTube, on Instagram. And as I get the information, I'll post that out and share with everybody. But I just wanted to let you know I do have military duty this week, and so unfortunately, I will not be able to be at the game with the dogs. But it'll be, it'll be okay. It'll be interesting to see what they do in my absence. So if you haven't already, go check out the little intro promo video that we put up there on Instagram. It's on YouTube as well. So if you haven't seen it, go ahead and check it out. It's a dope video. And the song, I've had that song stuck in my head all day. I've been singing it. I've been saying it. It's crazy, but I haven't been crip walking it. So you'll see what happens. I'm actually gonna. I think I posted it on TikTok as well. So it's floating around social media here and there. But the hype of the week is dogs basketball. Dogs basketball in this regional Final Four of the ABA East Region Red Division. ABA East Region, because we won the Red Division as champions, and so we got crowned the champions. We moved on, and now we're just kind of waiting to play this game Sunday at 5 o'clock to see what happens next. Big things are coming. I'm excited to see what's going to happen. I'm overly proud of my guys and excited for them. You guys seen the last two shows that I had? I had the last, or sorry, not this last one, but the two shows before that, I had players on, and the players talked about their experience with basketball, their experience in the ABA, and what these playoff games really mean to them. And no doubt, every single game that they played after they got off the segment, they went out there and beat somebody by 40 plus points. I have no doubt that they can go out to Hartford and do the same thing and win big. They haven't really seen us play basketball, and the basketball that these guys are playing now is high caliber basketball. This is March Madness. We are here to upset a nationally ranked team. At one point, we were nationally ranked, but because we didn't play a lot of games this season, we didn't keep our nationally ranked title. But it's all right. Thank you for tuning into the chat, and that is a great question, Arnell. I do like the MLB. I am a huge Phillies fan. I'm Philadelphia Phillies, 76ers, Eagles, Flyers, Union, Philadelphia Soul. So I'm all around Philly fan. But I do like the Phillies. I like that the Phillies have been crushing it down in spring training. Yes, it's just spring training, and they're just uh, practicing. Practice. We talking about practice here. How you gonna make your team better by practice? Practice. But yes, I like the Phillies, and they've been doing very good, and I'm excited to see what they're going to do. Happy to see that they extended a couple contracts, some crucial contracts at that. I'm excited to see Bryce Harper stay in Philly. I didn't think he would stay this long, but obviously he's still long, and he loved the environment and atmosphere. Um, let's see who else we can get in Philly. Let's get some more big name pitchers out here. Let's get some more outfielders out here. Let's play some great Philly baseball. So, what's your favorite baseball team? Again, thank you all for joining in the chat. If you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button. We really appreciate that. All the support, as well as in the chat. Go ahead and tune in. We really appreciate everybody just chiming in the chat because that's going to help us continue to grow and continue to keep this show going on the road. I'm telling you, here on Unfiltered Sports, I don't care about your feelings. I care about unbiased opinions, and I care about the truth and the truth only. So, oh, Giants. That is not a bad team to actually like, honestly. It's a team that you normally don't see a lot of people talk about. It's a team that people really don't really associate with either. Like it's a team that you kind of like forget about underdogs. They're underdogs, I say, because you forget about them, you sleep on the Giants, and then boom, they come crack you upside your head with 4 or 5 point victory, and then you'd be like, "Yo, what just happened here?" But I think the Giants have been an underdog for some while, and they play some great baseball. Um, Growing up, I've always been a Ken Griffey Jr. fan myself. I was excited to. I was actually a Ken Griffey Jr. fan since 2002, 2001, roughly. And then I started playing those on the Game Boy and Game Boy Color and all of that stuff. And I'm playing the baseball game, and of course, I somehow got Ken Griffey Jr. in Seattle, and I just loved his playing style. And then ever since then, I watched him go to Cincinnati and play with his dad, and I think that was a crazy duo in outfield. You got Ken Griffey Jr. Senior, or Ken Griffey Jr. and Ken Griffey Senior playing on the same team, and I think that was a cool moment right there. And now, of course, you got LeBron and his son playing in the NBA together, and I think that's cool as well. But they're not as cool as Ken Griffey. So it's a great moment there. The Giants versus Yankee opening night, March 25th on Netflix. That is crazy. Now, is it going to be in San Francisco or is it going to be in New York? Because that's going to be a good game regardless. But depending on who's the home team, it's going to be home field advantage for sure. And if it's in New York, it gets crazy out there in New York for these games, like really crazy. Oh, it's in San Francisco. They need to win. They better win, I should say. They better beat New York. The only thing I would say about San Francisco is do not sleep on Aaron Judge. If someone tries to steal a base or get an extra base with a ball in Aaron Judge's hand, you risking it. It's a risk. You're going to lose 99% of the time. He has a cannon. He proved it in this Team USA baseball game, and look, it's just proven not to steal base or even try to get an extra base with the ball in Aaron Judge's hand. Honestly, like in my opinion, I think the Phillies should have kept Bryce Harper in outfield, but moving him to first base was a good move as well with his injury, and he's been performing. A lot less errors and a lot less adjusting that he had to do, but the way that he's been playing, I think his playing style is amazing. You got Stout, you got Harper, JT Remuto. I love JT Remuto's playing style. I'm also, if people haven't heard already, Chase Utley. If it was it Chase Utley, I believe it was. He's being inducted into the Phillies Hall of Fame, and so or is it the Baseball Hall of Fame? It's one of those, but I think that was cool. Let me look it up because I don't want to give you guys false information here. And like I said, I think it was just cool to even see that. Yeah, so All-Star second baseman Chase Utley will be inducted into the Phillies Hall of Fame this summer. So, I think it's cool, well deserved. He was a six-time All-Star second baseman. He should be inducted into the National Baseball Hall of Fame, but was not yet elected. Receiving 59.1% of the votes in 2026 ballot appearance, falling short of the 75% that he needed. Um, it's okay. I think he has what, two more chances to get in, and then you kind of just go from there. Pete Rose Hall of Fame. Honestly, I love the way Pete Rose has played baseball. He was a great player for the Phillies. The fact that he got sports betted, caught playing, doing sports bets or whatnot, and can't be inducted, I think it's a shame. He should be inducted into the Baseball Hall of Fame, especially the Phillies Hall of Fame too. Great player overall. But like I said, you got to pick and choose your battles wisely here. You know, but how you get caught, I don't know. I thought that was crazy. But speaking of opening day matchups, right? Let's look at the games that's on opening day here. Opening day matchups, MLB. 14 game slate. So it looks like you got the Pirates at Mets, and you got Paul Skeens on the mound. Oh, that's going to be a good game. That is going to be a good game. Paul Skeens, oh, he's got an arm. He's got an arm throwing that fastball. I'm just saying that's going to be a good matchup right there. He's pitching against Freddie Peralta. You got the Diamondbacks at the Dodgers. That's the primetime game of the night. Actually, that's at 8:30. Um, White Sox at Brewers, Nationals at Cubs, Tigers at Padres, Angels at Astros, Rangers at Phillies, Indians at Mariners. That's crazy. That's crazy. Then obviously you got the Yankees at Giants at 8:05 on Netflix, like you said. Um, you got Max Fred. What? I don't know how you say his last name. Fright, and Logan Webb pitching against each other that day. So yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out on Netflix. That's a great call out right there. We get so caught up on football season being over and all these teams doing whatever they need to do in free agency. We get so caught up on basketball and how it's soft and everything like that, and how LeBron's a bum, but we forget about some of the other sports that are pretty popular. Like baseball is 182 games in the season. We forget about it because the season's so long. But then we forget about soccer. We forget about hockey. Hockey's in season right now as well. Like I said, I'm a Flyers fan, and so I'm really hoping that the Flyers can get their stuff together and get back to being the Broad Street bullies that they are. Um, and so let's see. Let's speaking of hockey, let's look at some standings here to see where my favorite team is at. Because oh, they're not doing too good. Oh, my goodness, they're trash. They played 66 games and they won 31 and lost 23. Hmm, that's crazy. That's crazy. So they're not like they're sitting in like the middle of the division right now. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. Yeah, they're number five. They're not making the playoffs this year. I can tell you that much. Um, Sharks. Never heard anybody being a Sharks fan. I think that's a good pickup right there. Um, when I first started watching hockey, believe it or not, it was because of the movie Mighty Ducks. And so when I watched hockey, I didn't even know there was like a Philadelphia team at the time, but I was a Anaheim Ducks fan. And then from there, I turned around and found out that there was a Philadelphia team. And I went to a Philadelphia Flyers game in person, and I went to a Phantoms game in person, and that's when I started falling in, sync with the Philadelphia um, Flyers or whatnot. So I'm excited. Dark horse, to answer your question, Ron's in the background. He's chilling. He's keeping it gangster back there. That's what he's doing right now. Tuesdays and Thursdays we do Unfiltered Sports, and that's where we just talk trash about sports, about people's teams or whatnot, and we kind of just we have fun here Tuesdays and Thursdays. We're talking sports right now, so We got the baseball topic, and we got hockey as well. And so our friend Arnell here, um, I think he's a great asset to this chat. You're good, Dark Horse, you're good. But I think with Arnell, he has a great point here. So at least he's not like our other friend in the chat where he's just geographically challenged. This dude likes Miami, then he likes Pittsburgh, then he likes the Golden State Warriors. At least we got a person in the chat who likes teams in like somewhat of a close vicinity of each other. you know so like I said, I'm excited to have some more like-minded people in the chat and talking sports or whatnot. But yeah, I was what do you call it? I was a Mighty Ducks fan. Then I became a Flyers fan. Um, Baseball, always been a Ken Griffey Jr. fan, but always been a Phillies fan. I do have it on my bucket list to try to hit every single baseball stadium um, in the MLB. I've already been to Baltimore Old Stadium. I've been to Philly Stadium already, and so I've have opportunities to go to the Nationals. I've got opportunities to go to um, the White Sox, the Cubs, the Detroit, and then you got Cleveland and Cincinnati as well. So plenty of opportunities to add more ballparks there. But I really want to get up to Wrigley, and then I really want to get over to Fenway as well. Those are like kind of my bucket list for real, for real. Speaking of the devil, everybody, welcome, Ben. Welcome, Ben. Welcome to the chat. We missed you. We were just talking trash about you. And of course, we had to speak you up. So, welcome to the chat. Make sure you get your boy Mark in here to talk some trash because, we talking sports because, your Pittsburgh team is playing opening day with Paul Skeens on the mound, and I think he's going to do a good job pitching this opening day. So that's the only good thing I'm gonna say about him is Paul Skeens. That's it. And believe it or not, Paul Skeens is like the Travis Kelsey of baseball because his wife, girlfriend, whatever she is, Livy Dune, who is a gymnast for LSU, is at all of his events, cheering him on faithfully. Just like Taylor Swift is at all of Travis Kelsey games, and that's all you see. It's like all you see when Pittsburgh is on the screen and Paul Skeen is there is Livy Dune, and then every time you see football and Travis Kelsey is there, that's what you see. Where you at, Dark Horse? Like your city or Louisiana? Oh, you can root for the closest one over. I mean, I know you got Florida that's right there. So it's a couple teams over in Florida. You got Texas right there. Um, Arizona, they got the Diamondbacks over there. Trying to figure out where else. But at least I can say, right, is that a lot of people that have been in the chat have actually liked a team legitimately for the players and for them being somewhat decent. Unlike Ben, who's like Miami Dolphins for one person. He hasn't really followed Miami since then, but that's okay. Beside the point, I know a lot of people who only like sports teams based off the team's color, and that's it. Oh, I like purple and black and gold and all this other stuff. I'm gonna be that team's number one fan or whatever. It's just crazy. But like, it is what it is. But a lot of people when they know Dogs basketball is coming out with some elite uniforms this upcoming season, that's going to be some crazy. Our colorway is changing just a little bit, not much. We're getting rid of the white from our colorway, and we're going to go strictly gray, red, and black. And so it's going to be fire. I'm just telling you now. We're going to have a light gray uniform. We're going to have that red uniform, and then we're going to have that black uniform as well. And so I'm excited. I'm excited to see what's going to happen, and like Ron said, dogs basketball, it's the only team you need to like right now because we're playing some solid basketball as a second year team in the American Basketball Association. As far as the Pittsburgh Pirates go, Ben, if you were paying attention, I said you guys might have a chance of winning opening day because Paul Skeens is on the mound. And whenever Paul Skeens is on the mound, y'all seem to do pretty decent. And so, again, you guys might actually win opening day, but you're not going to have a solid season. You're going to have an okay season. But just know that that's probably like the best compliment you're gonna get out of me at all. And like I said, make sure you get your homeboy Mark, aka Malcolm in the Middle, here on Tuesdays and Thursdays because we be waiting for him, but he's scared to show up. He's too busy talking about boxing, but he don't know boxing when he see boxing, so that's all right. And when I got everybody in the chat, we talked about hockey, we talked about baseball. What about soccer? I'm a huge soccer fan. Believe it or not, Underdogs basketball, um, just as the organization as a whole, we are gaining an opportunity through an investor to add a men's and women's soccer team. I like soccer. Soccer is the universal sport, and it'll be interesting to see what happens. And so, um, this will be cool to see. But soccer, when it comes to like soccer, like MLS soccer, like I said, I'm a Philadelphia Union fan. I like Philadelphia teams all around across the board. They've been playing really good. Um, across the board, and so I'm excited for the Philadelphia Union. Actually, I had an opportunity to take a soccer team from Coatesville, Pennsylvania, up to the Philadelphia Union Stadium, and I sat with them through one of their events, and they got to get free tickets to the playoff game that the Union was playing in, and I thought that was really cool that they got those tickets or whatnot. And so it's really really decent to see that happening or whatnot. To answer your question, how Joel Embiid doing? I mean, he's only on limited minutes. He can only play but whatever the coach allows him to play. So he's doing the best at what he can do with the limited time that he's been playing. As far as the Sixers as a team as in general, they're playing decent basketball. BJ Edgecombe is playing solid basketball. Tyrese Maxey is playing solid basketball. So there's no complaints here at all with the Sixers. You got Edwards, who is a Philly native. He balled out the other day. Talk about basketball. Cameron Payne balled out. He went 8 for 8 from the 3-point line, and he only missed one shot all game. So what are we talking about here? Like you're just it is crazy. You just got to know your stats, man. What are we doing, man? See, where's Arnell at? I need Arnell back in this chat, man, because Arnell, we need you to knock some common sense into Ben, right? Because you are a San Francisco Giants fan, and then you're a San Jose Sharks fan, all in the same area. This guy Ben don't even know where he at. Um, Brazil got some other problems with them, so soccer ain't they worry right now at all. But as far as boxing goes, I haven't really been keeping up with boxing like that. The last time I actually paid attention to boxing, we talking about like Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson, Joe Frazier, that era of boxing that I kind of watched. But then you got Floyd Mayweather came in, Manny Pacquiao came in, or whatnot. But if you're talking about anybody like boxing wise, underdogs, I'm always going to root for the underdog no matter what. For whatever reason, I love a good underdog story. I love to tell the story of, oh, that person was an underdog. Nobody had faith in him. Nobody believed in him. And so when you talk about Wilder, I think Wilder has a shot, and I think Wilder is going to probably come out with the win. That's just my take. Ben is, in fact, a Dogs basketball fan. He thinks that Dogs basketball will beat the Golden State Warriors if they played in a series of 3. So I think that's interesting. But yeah, biggest thing with Unfiltered Sports too, for everybody that doesn't know, like I mentioned earlier, Unfiltered Sports is every Tuesday and every Thursday. It's at 7 o'clock here on the OG Network. It is streamed live on Dogs Basketball YouTube channel. And the biggest thing that I want to put out there as well is that if you ever feel like you can sit on the host panel with me and talk sports, debate sports, whatever it may be, feel free to reach out to Ron's Opinion Don't Matter, or reach out to myself, and we can schedule you a day and a time to come in on Unfiltered Sports, where we can talk, debate, and just really get that unbiased opinion out there. Again, it's not about hurting somebody's feelings. It's not about bringing that PR from the media or nothing like that, because we report to nobody. That I'm trying to say is that we love it when people come in to the chat talk, but also come in live and talk as well live, so we can debate and kind of go from there. And so one of the things that we try to do is bring people in. We had, like I said, three dogs players come on the channel and talk or whatnot. And so I think that was really cool. And why it's fresh on my mind, speaking of people coming on the channel, dogs basketball has an opportunity May 2nd to go on another sports channel and talk with them. And so we got the invite today on YouTube, and I thought it was really cool. And it'll be interesting to see what happens. But this sports channel is on the West Coast. We're on the East Coast. We kind of get to merge a little bit, and I think this is gonna be awesome. And they follow the Dogs basketball on Instagram, and they follow the American Basketball Association. They've been streaming a lot of games and stuff like that, and so it was cool. And yeah, so we actually had three players. We had actually we have four players on the channel. At the beginning of the season, we had one of our team captains come on. And then just recently before playoffs, we had another one of our star players come on, and then we had um just recently the other captain, and then another player, star player, come on and just talk about again their experience with the American Basketball Association, playing basketball as a whole, what their highs and lows of basketball is, and or whatnot. And so I thought that was really cool. Great time. And honestly, like, if you guys want more players to come on or whatever it may be, have some questions, put them in the chat, because again, I can ask all the questions in the world, but it's like an open forum. So that's kind of how I want to keep it. Yo, shout out to Out the Pit. Big shout out to Out the Pit. He's been, one of our biggest supporters as well this entire season. Shouting out Dogs basketball whenever you got a chance. Joining in on Unfiltered Sports, and it's always a pleasure to have our fans in the chat just coming out and showing support. And so we appreciate all the support. Crazy thing is, if you guys haven't seen already on Out the Pitch channel, Out the Pit has been wearing faithfully Dogs basketball gear, as well as Ron as well. So if you haven't, we got Dogs merch. Come grab your merch. I make it myself, so if it's comfortable or not. Because I already got multiple people said it was some comfortable some merchandise that I've been bringing out. So believe it or not, I liked it. So we got some mental health hoodies that I made, and we make donations to a mental health organization. We got regular hoodies, the color red with the dog logo on it. We got color black with the dog logo. We got white, and then we got gray. And so it's fire merch, and people like it. And actually, we just gave away three hoodies on Out the Pitch channel the other day, and then we got another segment coming up where Ron is going to come on, and we're going to give away some more merch, because Ron has hit a huge accomplishment with his channel, and we want to support that as well. And so I think it's important to continue to support the people that's been supporting us from the beginning. We've been streaming our games live here on OG Network since day one, and it's made a difference. Honestly, it has. We've jumped from 90 95 subscribers to 175 subscribers just in this season alone. So we're jumping up in the subscribers, and we're almost at we're at 177 right now. So we're almost at that 200 mark. And so again, if you got people that love sports, have them subscribe to the channel, put that bell on, so whenever Unfiltered Sports is on, they know. Jump in and talk trash with me. I love to talk trash. I usually just talk trash on LeBron because he is trash right now. He's old. Yes, he's a superstar, but I don't think he's a top tier superstar anymore. That's just my take on that. If you haven't seen already, it's floating around social media. I might post it here on YouTube as well. I got to play a game against LeBron James one on one. I cooked him. I cooked LeBron one on one. Crossed him over, had him reaching, tried to steal a ball, but then I went in for the layup. And it was so bad that they had the fans jumping up and down in the stand. So it was crazy. And if I had that video with me, I would play it right here live so everybody can see me cook LeBron James live here on YouTube. And it would have been cool to see. But you'll have to find that video eventually. I might post it here on the short so y'all can see that the owner of the Delaware Dogs cooked LeBron James. Ben's going to be upset about that because he's a LeBron fan as well. He loves LeBron to the day he dies. That man loves LeBron James. He loves his son Bronny James. I don't know why, but that's okay. Also, if you guys want, if you want to buy some of Ron's Opinion Don't Matter merch, OG, we got OG merch as well that we are going to be selling as well, and so we got the good stuff. If I didn't have my background on right now, I will show you that I cooked LeBron. I cooked LeBron. LeBron is not really that good at all. I cooked him. Like I put it between my legs. I had to shimmy on him and everything. I cooked him. Let me see. Let me see if OG can get that video on here. I'm gonna send him the video, and I'm gonna see if he can get it on here at some point. It may not be today, but it might be on Thursday. But like I said, if we show that video and y'all see me cooking, just know I could have played in the NBA. I'm old now. I'm at my retirement. I know my limits when I know my limits. I get done playing a game of basketball now. I talk about, oh, my back is hurting. I'm done. I'm done. Oh, Ben, I want to meet you in person one day. Right? Why? Because you are my biggest motivator right now. Then we can play a game of basketball streamed live on the OG network, and I can show you how trash you really are, Ben. Because you, my friend, are basuda. Just know that. You garbage. Just know. Trash. And when I tell you I cooked LeBron, boom, 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 layup. Crowd went wild. Went crazy. Then I had to do the crip walk, keep it gangster, dog. Keep it gangster. Keep it gangster, dog. Keep it gangster. Listen, you tell me I'm dreaming. You tell me whatever you want to say, but at least I ain't geographically challenged. I know where all my teams play at. I'm just saying. Listen, I ain't have no Kool-Aid today. Y'all got me on a good day because I was up there talking about keep it gangster, dog. Keep it gangster. Keep it gangster, dog. That's probably how Ben square up too. He got his hands up here when he square up, man. You better square up, man. They tell you to square up. What you gonna do, Ben? Caught him with Ludacris said it best, right? He said, caught him with a right hook, caught him with a jab, caught him with an uppercut, kicked him sent him on his way because I ain't for that talk. Whew, don't get me in my bag now. Come on now. Woo, somebody got me started today. I'm just saying, y'all got me on a roll for what? We supposed to be talking about sports. Speaking of sports too, I want to give a huge shout out to the Atlanta Aliens. They got an amazing coach down there, Coach Duck, very well known down in Atlanta. And the reason I want to give a shout out to Coach Duck is because Coach Duck had talked to me over the phone, and we were talking about some stuff that was happening, and I was really, really frustrated. And we just had a really level-headed conversation, and he really got me to understand a lot. But then he also told me that I wasn't tripping at all, and I was actually like he knows my favorite basketball player of all time, Lou Williams. I'll finish that story afterwards, but I think a video was coming up. Somebody wants to see LeBron get cooked. I'm just saying. I think that video was coming up, but when it comes up, we're gonna watch that video. And well, yeah, he knows. Coach Duck knows my favorite player, Lou Williams. I honestly didn't know this, but Lou Williams got his own lemon pepper sauce down in Atlanta, and he's very well known down in Atlanta. He's from Atlanta, but he was drafted out of high school to who? The Philadelphia 76ers. That's who. So I'm excited to meet Lou Williams in person. I want to get an autograph. I want to get his picture, just because even through college, I had his Sixers jersey. I had both his Atlanta Hawks jerseys or whatnot. And, when people talked about basketball, I talked about Lou Williams. I talked about him getting six man of the year. He deserved a lot. And so I really respect Lou Williams as an underdog. And so when we talk about dogs, and that's part of the reason why dogs became the name, because we are underdogs and people will always look at us as underdogs. But when we come in the house, whether you come to the dog pound or not, you getting smacked. So keep it gangster, dog. Keep it gangster. Keep it gangster, dog. Keep it gangster. I'm just saying. I know OG got that video now. I know he ready. I know he ready. He got to be ready. Boy talking trash over here about the Sixers. The other thing too that I want to do is I do want OG to come back on the screen and stop
Working
hiding
on
in
it.
Get
I'm
in the
working on it.
spotlight real fast. I need you in the spotlight. So we don't need you hiding
What's
behind
up,
closed
brother?
door. So what I want you to do too, because I know you had your Philly talk yesterday, and I want you to talk about this fundraiser that's going on, because I want to continue to raise awareness for this, and I want people to continue to know about this, so that way we can do what we have to do as a family to make this possible for this fundraiser.
Yeah, I was trying to get the video up, but it's you know what I'm gonna do? I was trying to get the video up, but it wasn't allowing me to bring it up. But give me a second. When I'm gonna do this real fast, dog, hold on, I'm gonna move you out the way for just a sec.
You good?
I couldn't download it real quick.
I had to cook him. Cook him. Come on now. They not ready for that.
Yeah, I'm gonna post that video too. Oh man, I'm
Man.
definitely gonna post it. I was too busy laughing too, but
Man, I had to take LeBron for his money that day. It was crazy, man. That's why I'm sore.
yo,
Like
it
I
was funny.
had to hit
Give me
the
one
gym.
second because I got to get to this link real fast.
But yeah,
Oh man, that's funny.
Ben just cannot get to the comprehend that I had to cook LeBron his favorite star, man. Like I had the opportunity to play Steph Curry. I'll play him too. I had to
Oh
show
really?
Steph Curry.
You cook Steph Curry too?
It's gonna be in a 3-point shootout. That's the only thing I could do with Steph is just shoot the ball with him. Side by side. He might call me the next splash brother. That's what's gonna happen.
He said he gonna cook Steph.
It's all right, Ben.
Yeah, I was putting a link up. Hopefully they can see it, but probably I don't know if they're gonna be able to click it or not. But I ain't gonna sit there and hold y'all, dog. I don't have no my basketball. I don't have no basketball game like that.
Oh man. We need this Ben to come on live to play 1-on-1. He's gonna see for real.
I was all right. If you'd have put me in football, I'd have probably been all right. I ain't gonna say I've been great, but I'd have been all right. If you'd have put me in baseball, I'm gonna say baseball was probably my best. By far better in baseball than anything. I was a hitter. Like I can hit. That was one thing I was good at. Like it's hard to get me out. I could hit. You had to get me out on base. You wasn't gonna strike me out. Very rarely. It was extremely rare for me to strike out. It was so you wasn't gonna strike me out that easy. But but yeah, man. As far as Philly talk goes, man. Oh man, it was a tough show to get through for me and my brothers. You know what I mean, like it was a real tough show to get through that because Ron looked like he can't walk. Ben got joked. I'm gonna leave Ben alone for now. I'm gonna leave Ben alone. But yeah. If you didn't watch Philly Talk, hopefully y'all go back and watch the show. If you go back to the channel Philly Talk, I did pin the link to what I'm about to talk about before he close out the video because Shaq, I want to say thanks again, man, for your support, bro. Like it was real heartfelt. Appreciate you. Um, but if you go check out the story of what happened and why we're trying to raise money for Robin's daughter, the link is there where you can go to the link, and if you want to donate, we're greatly appreciate it. It's a lot to get into, and we're going to be doing another segment on Philly Talk next week. We're going to be talking about it again because we're really trying to reach that goal. We got time, but I don't want to wait till the last minute. I want to try to get it there as soon as possible. And it's really important. But this little girl has suffered some extreme tragedy. To watch and be in the presence of your father, who's supposed to protect you, brutally murdering your mother, and being the one to open the door to let the police in after what your father did to your mother. It just I can't I will never be able to fathom this. And this was a family member that wasn't blood. We grew up next door to each other. Um, all not just her, our mother, my father I knew, grew up next door, laughed, joked, played, you know what I mean? And here's the funny thing is she used to have a main jump shot, bro. We didn't even get into that. That she used to get on our nerves with that jump shot, bro. I mean, of course, she was a ball runner, she was into sports and stuff like that. And then we'll probably get a little more into that the next time the next show we have. But she was a wonderful person, man, and we're trying to make sure her daughter get a chance to take the trip of a lifetime, which is expensive, but this child has suffered a horrific situation, man. And I'm not saying no other child has, but I don't know everybody's child. I know this one, and I know the mother, and and it's an honor for us to get together and try to do this because this is what she would want, and so I hope that everybody get a chance to click the link. If you can't get, if this link is not working in the chat, if you go to Philly Talk, I pinned the link in there a couple of times just so people can find it there. If I have your number and you need it, just text me and I'll send you the link personally. But we've already moved the needle as far as donations go already. Of course, the OG network. I did make a small donation, but I was just testing to see how things work, and I was like, let me just go in, make a quick donation, see if I can see the needle move, and that's what I went in and find out and stuff like that. And while I was in the middle of that, Shaq has sent me his donation. And Shaq, so I put yours in as Delaware basketball. I named it from that. So what they were probably going to see is that it was from Delaware basketball, as opposed to I put mine in the OG network, but I put yours on the Delaware Dogs basketball. That way they'll know exactly where it came from, and I know that's your organization and that's your that's your team, and I think it will represent you better. It'll represent your team better. You know what I mean? Because anything that we do from the OG network is still coming from you too. But what you sent me, I put that under just Dogs basketball, because we know where it's from, and I know it ain't really about that, bro. But I just want to say thank you again. I mean, it was heartfelt. I mean, and this is the type of people you want around you. When they know it's called to action, they're willing to put into action. Even when it means sometimes it's financial. And listen, none of us are built like that. I mean, none of us walking around with silver spoons in our mouth. Right. We're not walking around with a whole bunch of money. Every day we out here grinding and trying to do everything, man. But I'm a firm believer is that sometimes you can give your way into a better situation just by saying, you know what, right now it ain't about me. It ain't about my needs. It ain't about this. Somebody else might need a little bit more than I do. They might be a little more thirsty than I am. You know what I mean? So sometimes it's better to let someone else drink before you drink and quench their thirst before your thirst. And and I believe God will always take care of me, and He will definitely take care of anybody that has that type of heart, where you're doing it out of the kindness of your heart and not you know, not out of oh, I just want to look like I gave something. And it's all good, you know what I mean? But please do me a favor, go look for the link. Look at Philly Talk. If you're not sure, if you want to get more on the story, please check out the last video we did on Philly Talk and come in next Monday at 7 o'clock p.m. and check out Philly Talk then. Um, I fought hard on this one because I avoided this guy. And the funny thing is, I know that people that know me, like Shaq, you probably were saying, man, I didn't know many times we talk, you never brought that up. Like, no, and it was because it was one of those things that bring out a side of me that I tried to leave dormant. You know what I mean? And I don't like because of what it something rises up in me that I don't like. And I know that that's not what she would want, but that's how I felt in the moment. I'm okay now. I'm not okay, but I'm okay. But I know that's not what she would want. I mean, that's what I would want, but it ain't what she would want. And
Right.
in honesty, God will deal with that the way God needs to deal with it. Um, but in the moment, my head was just somewhere else. And anybody that have somebody they care about, they love and respect, and you just gonna feel that way until you can get God to bring you through it and strengthen you through it. You just gonna feel that way until all of that works itself out. And sometimes it might not all go away, but you gotta learn how to live with it. And I had to learn how to live with it. But this right here is helping me also to learn how to live with it because there's a part of her that's still here, and that's her daughter. And watching her daughter as a young child, the few times I was in her presence, it's like watching her mother grow up again, all over again. And it's, she's a sweet young girl, and she just, in my opinion, for what she suffered tragically, this is an opportunity to create another positive memory for her to say, I got a chance to go to Africa, I got a chance to experience something differently, because I'm be honest with you, I ain't never left the country. I ain't going to leave the country. I have no desire to go nowhere, and ain't nothing wrong. But I don't see nothing wrong with anybody else doing it. That's beautiful. I think experiences are great. I think experiences are wonderful, and I'm all for it.
I think it's like you said, it's a unique opportunity for people to get that opportunity to travel. I was in a situation back in 2018, I believe it was, where I had an opportunity to go overseas and study abroad for my undergrad, and I was like, I want to do it, but I didn't know how I was going to have the funds to go. The army covered some of it, but I still was short a little bit of money. And literally, like I posted on GoFundMe on social media, and I got $1,500 is what I needed, and I got that $1,500 off of social media just by a simple post of, "Hey, I need this to go abroad." I had the opportunity to be in Germany, Austria, Liechtenstein, Switzerland, France. And so I got to go to the Eiffel Tower, FIFA World Headquarters, a bunch of Olympic stadiums, and different things like that. I went to the first ever concentration camp in Germany and had a history lesson out there. And so education is always around. And this young lady has an opportunity for education, like Aunt said yesterday. And so she gets an opportunity to go to Africa and through Western Europe, right? And so looking at the
Yes.
itinerary a little bit, it looks like she's flying into Heathrow in London and then going through Paris and then going down to, it looks like, what, Madrid and Toledo, and then kind of going into Africa from there. But looking at the needle movement a little bit, she needed $4,549 to make the
Right.
trip possible.
Yes.
And right now, we're almost covering $1,000 of that as a everyone who donated already. So it's 3,864 that's remaining, and that just speaks volume because if this was just put out there yesterday, and yeah, there was people who put money in it before everybody put money into it, but needless to say, it's a group of people are now coming together to give this young lady an opportunity. And the biggest thing that I see is like, I've never met this young lady. I've never met your friend either. But support goes a long way, and that's what we want to do with the Junior Dogs Foundation is be able to support the youth in different ways: education, mentorship, hands-on experiences, getting them that opportunity to do some crafts that are not even out there anymore, mechanics, welding, plumbing, electricians, different things like that, getting them that hands-on experience. And so, like I said, is any way we can help, that's what we're here for, is to help or whatnot. And so everybody that's out there, please, please, even if it's $1, it means a lot.
Yes. Yes, it
Even
does.
if it's a quarter, it means a lot. Anything that you can give. I know you guys go out there and you buy junk food, you guys buy cigarettes, you buy stuff that you're not supposed to be having. You can sacrifice that for a week. You can
Yeah.
sacrifice that for a month. Take that
Right.
little bit of money and just donate to a greater cause, right? Because I'm a firm believer in that if you help someone else out, it's going to come back tenfold to you. I am a
Yes.
firm believer in that. And
I agree.
me personally, if I got it, I'm going to give it. Even if I ain't got it, I'm still going to give it because, again, I'm a firm believer that God's going to bless me regardless. Because we get told all the time, money's the root of all evil. But at the flip side of that, though, is that if I'm helping someone out by giving what I have, I believe I'm going to be blessed 10
Yeah.
times when it's my time to be. And I'm never looking for any handouts in return or nothing like that. And that's why when I brought up earlier about the merchandise or whatever, buy your merchandise, is because the money that we raise from all t-shirt sales, from dogs basketball
Go ahead, bro.
merchandise, and all the t-shirts that we get sold from Ron's Opinion Don't Matter, collectively, we're going to take the profit from that and we're going to donate it directly to this young lady so that way she can have her opportunity to go to this trip. And so,
I'm not sure what he's talking about as far as the Ron's opinion on matter. These are the shirts that y'all see me wear sometimes. So if you want one, you can reach out to Dover Dogs and he can have it made and sent to you. Um, and again, he's going to decide what the cost is and stuff like that. It's just that the OG Network gave him permission. Said, you know what? Yeah, go ahead. If it'll help, if you want one of those shirts, if you want a Dover Dog shirt, if you want a jersey, whatever, um, reach out to him and and then that'll help with the proceeds. I love to see people get something for their money as opposed to just turn out the money. So if you plan on donating, if you or if you want a shirt, order a shirt from them. If you order a jersey, order a hoodie, order something from them, and that way some of the proceeds helps his team, helps the organization, but it also helps. He can also donate to this situation here and allow this child to take this trip that she's trying to take, and it helps the OG Network because there's we're doing our part and we're going to do our part. I don't know how far, but I know we definitely gonna do our part. We already made a small donation, but I was just testing the ground of how things work and if it maneuvers the needle, and then I could see it actually move the needle and stuff. So it did, and then Dover Dog. So now I have to literally go through and we'll figure out how far we're gonna go, man. But we really asked y'all to do the best you can. If it's $1, we good with that. If it's $2, we good with that. If it's $5, we good with that. We're not putting an amount on it. But and like I figure like this, like I mean I know everybody's not on the channel, but let's say for the sake of giggles, 5,600 subscribers, everybody gave $1. Done. You get what I'm
yep,
saying? That's how easy that could be. Is that don't assume someone else is going to do it. Just put your dollar. That's all. Don't assume someone else is going to donate. Just put what you're going to do. Don't worry about nobody else what they're going to do. Don't even do that. Just say, you know what, I got $1, I got $2, I can spare $3, I can spare that, I can spare this. And you can do it anonymously. Don't nobody have to know. If you feel like I don't want nobody to know only thing I get, yeah, just do it anonymously. That way, if you feel like, oh, I don't want nobody to know all I did was $1, look, I wouldn't care. I gave it, that's all I had, was all I had. But I just think that every little bit counts. And like I said, yeah, we got my channel, his channel, and like the Bugs channel, Out the Pitch channel. There's a lot of people that are part of YouTube family, got a lot of subscribers. And you don't realize if all of them gave $1, she had way more money than she would possibly need because it would be well over the amount there alone. So it's not that hard to do. It just takes more people to do it. That's all I'm saying. So don't assume anybody. If you're going to do it, just do what you're going to do. $1, $2, $3. Don't assume everybody else is going to do it because a lot of times that's why a lot of these goals don't get met because everybody assuming someone else is going to do it. Just if you feel it in your heart to do your part, just do your part and don't worry about the rest. You know what I mean? and that's how I see it. But I appreciate y'all. I really do. My brother Shaq, much love to you, man. You're a real one. They can say, they can say Mark can say what he wants to say about you, but you're a real one, bro, and I appreciate you, man. Don't get me wrong. Mark is all good. He's good people, man. He's been really supporting. He's been a major support and with the OG channel and stuff like that. And some you already know with some of what he did, and I let him know. I said, listen, just so you know that some of what you give me to the channel, what you give to OG Network is going to go. Some of that's going to go to Dover Dogs in the basketball league. My thing is this is that I appreciate the donation, I really do, and I'm grateful to anything anybody said. But I that's what you're doing is in my heart, and I like what you're doing. And I'm not out. I can't go out there and play no ball, but a couple of dollars help to go a long way. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to tell everybody, thank y'all, appreciate y'all, and make sure y'all come in on Mondays. That's Monday at 7 o'clock because we're going to extend this. We're going to be. I don't know if we're going to do it 3 or 4 times, 5 times. We're going to keep. We're not going to do it on every show, but we are going to definitely keep pushing this needle until we can get what we need to get. And that's it. So there might be some moments there because of the time that we have to get there. And if we don't make it, we'll keep pushing until we make it, man. Because I believe we could do this as a group and as a family. I think we can get this done. In my opinion, it's not unreachable, not at all. But I appreciate y'all, really do. Again, I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all like, subscribe. Make sure y'all do me a favor, please. I know there was not a lot of people on here, but please follow Dover Dogs Basketball. Like, subscribe, follow his channel. Trust me when I tell y'all want to follow what this brother is doing. Because down the road in the long run, it's going to be one of the biggest things that ever came out of Philadelphia. Will Smith ain't got nothing on dogs. I know people might be taking stuff like that lightly, but all honesty, we can laugh and we can joke around. But honestly, man, I think what you're doing is a great thing, and you know what I mean. So, and it takes a team to make it happen, man. And everybody doing a little bit of part this, a little bit of part in that. You'll be surprised how far to go, man. And I appreciate you, man. But I ain't gonna hold y'all.
So with the fundraiser, the last thing I'm gonna say about this is that we got 478 days to reach this goal. Yeah. The trip starts on July 8th and it goes through July 14th, 2027. So we pretty much got just over a year to get this goal. It is not impossible. If you take that and you take less than $10 a day, we hit that goal and some. And so the goal is not just to make sure we hit that goal of the $4,550 to be covered for the trip, but to make sure like this young lady has money to buy stuff while she's over there, to have food and stuff like that, and not worry about any expenses at all. And that's the biggest thing that we want for this opportunity here for this young lady, is to get the education to continue to explore, continue to do things like that. And so as you guys continue to donate, we're going to keep pushing this. There, like you said, there's the opportunity for merchandise to be bought. Again, I make all the merchandise myself. I have it shipped out. If I do get backed up, I do have a manufacturer that I work with that can make all the merchandise and then ship it out for me as well. And then we'll kind of just take it from there. But any support from a hoodie, a sweater, t-shirt, whatever it may be from OG or myself, it goes a long way to help support this cause. And we can't do it by ourselves, like we said already, and so we're reaching out to everyone to make this opportunity happen. And so if you have people that work for an organization, they do in fact donate money for time as well. So sometimes, like for example, I worked for TD Bank, and for every week that I went and volunteered for a non-profit organization, they gave that organization like $500 or something like that. So for every time that I'm doing something for a nonprofit once a year, they would donate that $500 for a week's worth of work.
What's up, man? Like the bug?
Let's.
Yeah, we on live right now. Me and Chuck on live. Yup, and I put you on the phone while we was on live. I didn't care. I had no respect. I said I got you on the phone while I'm on the live. I don't have no respect.
So let's put everybody, put them out there. Let's get the word out there. I'm challenging everybody Go to one business, one organization. Let's get it out there. I'm not going to keep
Yes.
you guys much longer. So I'm going to give you guys your time back. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the love, support. Ben, thank you for being my biggest hater and motivator. Keep it up. Thank you for everybody else for joining in the chat. Until next time, you guys stay classy. Much love. Go Dogs.
We out of here. Preach.
Fellas, ladies, you looking for lotions? You looking for beard oils? But unfortunately, everything you get from mainstream got chemicals in it and it's probably killing you? No problem, we got you. Go check out my people from Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. That's Top to Bottom Hair and Skincare. www.top2bottom, BOTTU, the U is for unique, M.com. Tell them I sent you.